martial artist with a professional record of 8 wins and 1 loss. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighs already 61 kilograms. Representing TriStar Gym in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Give it up for Louis Leonidas Santa. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 13 wins and 2 losses. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighs already 61.1 kilograms. Representing Team Lakai Central Gym and fighting out of Baguio City, the Philippines. Give it up for the reigning, defending, undisputed Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the World, Stephen Sniper Loman. For referee instructions, Jackie Larkin.
Big thanks to KLM Fashion, our fashion partners, KLM Fashion.
Listen to my instructions all the time. If I tell you stop, you stop quickly. If you want to touch gloves, do it now, go back to the corner, fight the fight.
Final instructions from the man himself, Deggy Larkin. We are all set for 5 5-minute rounds in this championship bout.
One more glove touch, one more show of character from these fighters.
Louis in that southpaw stance. Stefan Loman switching southpaw orthodox. Natural southpaw, but can fight orthodox. Nice inside leg kick. Right now these fighters are mirroring one another.
Very, very smart to start low. It's a 5-round fight. Fighting 5 times 5 is almost unimaginably difficult. That's maybe what happens to these two warriors tonight. They are starting with a slow and easy feeling out period, and that is wise.
Luis Sanadakis, one of the most chilled out men in mixed martial arts, almost looks disinterested, but don't let that fool you. It's calm in the face of chaos.
Louis may be trying to get a read on his opponent's attacks and may go for a takedown in fairly short order.
Again, a very good boxer, has showed his well-roundedness in his previous 2 Brave Combat Federation outings, both unanimous decision victories.
I'd like to see Louis move just a little more. He's trying to invite his opponent in. He's trying to learn about his opponent's setups, but he could be setting himself up.
Loman, the more active fighter, just with regards to his movement, throwing a few more fakes, being proactive, whereas opposed to Louis being reactive. Just as I say that, throws a decent inside leg kick. Stefan Loman pumping out the double jab.
It may be invisible to the uninitiated, but Louis is doing a brilliant job of distance management. He's staying just out of danger by just, well under an inch. There it was.
What we're seeing right now is chess. As Joe Rogan says, MMA is essentially human chess with dire physical consequences. Just seeing both men, and that's also a mark of just how much respect both men have for one another's abilities.
Loman struggling just a little bit to land. We may see him switch from his usual setups.
And this is something we often see.
There we go.
This is something we often see when it's a southpaw versus a southpaw. A southpaw isn't used to fighting another southpaw because they're essentially a rarity. Lovely 1-2 by Stefan Loman.
Loman has now switched it up and he's attacking from angles. Instead of coming straight in, he's cutting slightly to the side and then driving directly in. He has had luck with it on both sides. Expect to see it continue.
Luis Sanadakis looks like he's just waiting for a gap to open up. Kick checked by Sanadakis.
Flip side of Sanadakis staying generally just outside of range, as it means his opponent is just outside of his range to go for a leg shot. His best shot is to wait for an attack to come in, and at its completion, attempt a takedown.
Nice leg kick from Stefan Loman. Seems to be chewing up that leg, maybe trying to neutralize the wrestling offense of Luis Sanadakis by taking out the lead leg.
Stephen Loman clearly ahead, well past the halfway mark. There's one of those side kicks that's so characteristic of the Sanda background of those Team Lakay fighters.
Louis just lets him know anything you can do, I can do as well. Stefan Loman just shy with that 1-2, mixing up the levels well.
Come on, Louis!
Louis just trying to see.
Loman now very explicitly attacking that body. Attacked it with a side kick, attacked it with a straight left, attacked it with a teep. He achieved that, hoping to lower his opponent's hands. He may be trying to set up a head kick. Loman doing a great job of attacking the middle and low. At some point, a high kick will come in.
Nice overhand. Stefan Loman definitely landing more. Louis seems to be just waiting for perhaps that perfect counter, and there's that head kick you called for.
And again, Loman's going to attack low, he's going to attack the middle, and he's going to attack high.
Louis needs to be careful trying to scoop
Short
that
time
leg kick.
now, couple seconds. Sanadakis showing good speed. End of the first round. Luis Sanadakis did not pull the trigger in that round. As a consequence, he is now down 10-9.
Do you think perhaps the game plan of Luis Sanadakis was to not so much coast in the first round, because that's not the adjective I would want to use. I'm just not eloquent enough to think of a better word, but to try and get a read, to try and almost download the data that Stefan Loman was giving him in the first round.
I believe Luis Sanadakis is trying to set up a leg takedown, but the opportunity never presented itself. He used his footwork very adroitly to keep himself just out of danger, not get his back put on the canvas, but he never had an opportunity to capitalize. Very interesting first round from a technical perspective.
Get ready for round two.
Here we go, round two. It's going to be interesting to see.
Phil, I would be remiss if I didn't remind everybody we do have an official clubbing partner, Absor Boutique. That's where the after party is gonna be. Once again, this is one of the coolest cards I've ever been to in 25 years in mixed martial arts. This show does have a clubbing partner. Absor Boutique Bar is where we're gonna be for the after party.
Here we go, round two. Stephen Loman again. Starts being the more proactive fighter, trying to catch that jab to lead hook.
Louis' corner has undoubtedly told him to move it up a notch. The sniper's corner has wisely told him he's having the best luck with his kicks, and I think he's going to emphasize those just a little bit more. Even if the kicks aren't causing as much damage as a hand could, they can excellently set up a potentially knockout blow. There was a nice low kick.
Louis counters with a jab of his own, but definitely the greater frequency of all-round strikes and the greater output of energy right now is coming from champion Stephen Loman.
Louis has extraordinary speed. He's not a small man, but he's fast like lightning. We just need to see him pull the trigger. There we go.
It's the first we've really seen Luis Sanadakis spring into action. Again with the leg kicks.
The sniper's falling into a rhythm that works for him. He's circling from side to side. When he feels an advantageous angle, comes in with a kick or a punch. He mixes up middle, low, and high shots. It's very hard for Louis to figure out if the attack is going to come to his legs, his torso, or his head, and which side it's going to come from. You just saw an attack for the left outside low kick. The next one will be something else.
It's almost like the movement of an ice skater, just kind of cutting through the ice and cutting angles.
Now you saw that lead leg attack from both sides. Third strike is going to come in from some completely different angle and height.
You can see a lot of bruising in and around the knee of Louis Sanadakis. Those kicks, the cumulative damage is starting to wear on the challenger.
Indian crowd does love those high kicks.
Again with another crashing leg kick. There's only so many of those a fighter can eat.
Phil, one of the things I would love to communicate to Brave Nation is that those calf kicks don't look like much on television, but they are much. It's like being hit in the calf, in the leg with a cricket bat.
As I say, there's only so many of those a fighter can take. The real telltale sign that if they're starting to hurt, you will see a fighter change his stance.
Louis not quite there yet. Absolutely 100% accidental low blow. Neither of these fighters would ever knowingly violate the rules in any way. They have the utmost respect for each other. It was a slip. Decky's gonna give him a little talking to, but he knows it wasn't intentional. The champion has up to 5 minutes to recover, but I guarantee you he's not gonna take it. There it is.
There we go. Back into it. Just over 2 minutes left in this round. Can Louis Sanadakis mount some kind of offense? Beautiful lead hook from
Again,
champion
Phil,
Stephen Loman.
the champion will never attack the same place twice from the same angle. It's head, it's body, it's legs, from the inside, the outside, straight in.
You can see champion Stephen Loman growing in confidence with every second that seems to go by.
However, he got that championship and is holding it because he's smart. He knows in a split second Louis Sanadakis can turn this around.
Almost just grazes the beard of Louis Sanadakis with that kick. Nice head movement from Stephen Loman, my apologies.
Phil, this is the fight I wanted. This is a perfect test of both men's skill. There is no anger here. There's no emotional here. There are no accidents here. You are seeing the best that each man has to offer, and the best man will win. That's what mixed martial arts is all about.
It's all about the leg kicks right now for the champion. The shots he's throwing from the hands are just landing shy of Louis Sanadakis, but the leg kicks are fantastic. Louis replies with a leg kick of his own.
Louis showing what I believe is superior speed to the champions.
Big overhand from the champion. Lands flush on the beard of Louis Sanadakis. Nice 1-2 from Louis. You see Louis just starting to pick it up with 30 seconds to go in the second round. Again.
Right in front of us, Phil, we can see the bruising on the legs now. Inside and outside, those calf kicks are devastating.
And it's great movement from the champion. He just cuts the angle from which to really cut that leg kick in.
In the opening seconds of the first round, the champion tried coming straight in, had no luck. Now he's attacking at angles. I couldn't say he's landing at will, but the champion sure is landing, Phil. Second round, Phil, we call it same as the first, 10-9, correct?
10-9 due to the frequency of strikes being thrown and being landed by champion Stephen Loman.
And the Green Hill replay walks us through what happened.
As we say, it's just exquisite movement from the champion, and so far Louis is not really offering a lot in the way of offense. I think it's the movement of the champion that's kind of perplexing Louis Sanadakis a little bit. He can't quite get the read on the timing. He can't quite get a read on the movement of Stephen Loman.
If he does get a read on that movement, that said, I do believe Louis Sanadakis is the faster fighter, and he can get a sense of the champion's timing to turn this fight around in a split second.
think third round, I think you're going to see a little bit more in the way of output from Louis Sanadakis now that he's in the third round. I think he can let the hands go a little bit more.
One more round like the first two, and the only way Louis can win is by submission or KO or TKO. I definitely expect to see a little bit of a fired up Louis Sanadakis now.
Loman with the same level of output in rounds 1 and 2. You're talking about a serious athlete with incredible cardio. Just seems to hit a fast pace, and the thing I find so impressive is that he's able to maintain that pace throughout the distance of a 5-round fight. Again, all about the kicking game.
Louis lands using that superior speed. Unfortunately, his opponent was moving away. Timing is everything in this sport. If that shot had landed as the champion moved forward, it could have been lights out, but it wasn't.
Louis starting to engage just a little bit more.
Champion looks like he get fired up by eating that shot, trying to pay him back.
If you're trying to wait for somebody like Stephen Loman to gas himself out and get tired, you're going to be waiting a very long time.
Louis, such a tough, confident fighter.
Nice 1-2 from Mr. Sanadakis.
Louis, clearly to my eye, the faster fighter. I'd just love to see him use those hands a little bit more.
Interestingly though, neither fighter has initiated a takedown.
I expected Louis to go for a takedown, even in the first round. Haven't seen it yet, but that doesn't mean it's not coming.
Loman really winging in these shots. Nice work from Stephen Loman, charging him forward. Again, just getting himself off the center line after he lands his strikes. Nice 1-2 from Louis, again trying to come over the top with that big left. And you have to say, those leg kicks from Stephen Loman, they're essentially an investment for the championship round should they get that far. Because these will really start to wear that one wore on him a little bit. Come the 4th round and 5th round, should it get that far, that leg's going to feel very heavy.
My feeling, Phil, is that Louis Sanadakis' legs are feeling a little bit heavy already, particularly that lead one.
Shot lands for the champion.
That last check betrayed a sore leg.
Louis Sanadakis taking the center now.
This is where the champion, Stephen the Sniper Loman's extraordinary conditioning comes into play. Like Muhammad Ali, he can dance all night.
He really is a cardio machine. The exact same level of output from bell to bell from Stephen Loman.
He's had success attacking at angles. I believe he's going to continue with it. He cuts just slightly to the side and then drives straight in, like that.
Real tactical battle being employed here by both men.
Interesting. Louis showing a little karate background.
One minute left in the 3rd round. So far, the champion hasn't really been tested. Louis being a little bit more active with the jab.
Louis definitely showing a little more this round. I just like him to show even more, but just by a little. Fighters can't go crazy in a championship fight like that, or you get knocked out in a split second. Crowd loving that combination. Big left low kick coming, I think.
Ten seconds left. Can either fighter land something truly telling? 10 seconds to go. Sanadakis being a little bit more active with feints as well. Head kick attempt from the champion, and again.
Phil, that would have been something if that landed in the last seconds. We are now looking at 30-27 for the champion. The only way the challenger can win is with a knockout, TKO, or a tap out. Here's our Green Hill replay. Phil, walk us through.
That was a beautiful 1-2 from Luis Sanadakis. That was probably the cleanest shot he's landed so far of the fight. When he's using the combinations, when he's confident with the hands, he will land. But then again, just that exquisite movement and efficiency of energy from the champion, Stephen Loman. Luis Sanadakis' corner will be telling him now that you need to go out, you need to take the fight to the champion. You're potentially down 3 rounds. And statistically, Luis Sanadakis in his 8 wins only has 2 by way of finish.
Decky runs such a tight ship. I've got so much respect for him as an official. Can't be a drop of water on the ground when he starts things in his cage. Here we go. Championship rounds, Phil.
Championship rounds for the first time in the career of Luis Sanadakis. By now, Stephen Loman, an old hand at the championship rounds, knocked out Elias Bugdadesdam in the 4th round in their championship bout in the Philippines.
I think we may be seeing a repeat here. I think the champion is turning it up just a little bit. Oh, clean shot from the champ.
He's really putting some power behind these shots. If he catches Louis, it could be trouble. Push kick to the knee, just to reinforce the damage that he's already inflicted upon it.
Brave Nation fans that aren't too involved in the world of mixed martial arts, there's a thing called a pocket. It's the space right directly in between the two. As a fighter, the champion is staying out of that pocket, stepping just outside of it and attacking at angles. It's a brilliant game you're seeing here.
Oh, head kick landed by Luis Sanadakis, lead leg head kick. He has these tools at his disposal. He has these tools in his arsenal. I'd just like to see him open up that toolbox a little more and use those striking attributes that he has.
I'm actually glad Louis not just putting his hands down and standing and trading. That would be disrespectful to his extraordinary skills. He's got tremendous speed, great punches and kicks. He's using them to his best effect right now. Oh, that actually bent the knee back a little. It worked, tried it again.
Fantastic game plan from the champion Stephen Loman, just to try and take that lead leg out. And you can see it's really starting to wear now. But Luis Sanadakis, as poker-faced as you would like, Louis really has to make something happen if he wants to take the belt from the champion.
Louis did double up on that hand attack, move forward quite a bit, did put himself in danger. I think his corner's trying to fire him up a little bit. They want to see more than a single attack, and that's what we just saw. Unfortunately, the champion has taken pot shots from the outside to the body, inside of the leg, outside the leg, up to the head.
Louis throwing a lot of low leg kicks, perhaps again trying to get the reaction from the champion and maybe go high. Threatening with that push kick to the knee.
Louis doing a tremendous job against those punches. When they do land, his head is always just moving away from it rather than into it, and that makes all the difference.
Both men exchanging lead leg kicks.
I do believe, Phil, that if a takedown opportunity was there, Luis Sanadakis would take it. but the champion simply is presenting no takedown opportunities.
It's because of the movement. Stephen Loman is never in the same spot for more than a couple of seconds. He's always cutting angles, employing lateral movement.
And because he's maintaining a safe distance, those hands don't have to be super tight up protecting his head. He can keep them low enough to dig for an underhook should a leg shot occur. This is why he's champ. Again, Sanadakis was moving away. Those shots hurt, but did not have sufficient power to take his opponent's legs away.
Nice 1-2 again from Sanadakis. It's just something that we haven't quite seen enough of in this fight.
Short time now, just under 30 seconds, Phil. Three-strike combination. That's what we need to see more of from Leonidas. Short time. Can somebody do something spectacular with seconds left?
Louis trying to mix it up with low leg kicks to the head kick.
Champ decides to end it. The way he's won each round, this fight is now 40-36, the only way Leonidas can win this fight is via TKO, a KO, or a submission. We're looking at the Green Hill replay now.
So again, it's more of the same from champion Stephen Loman. It's just exquisite movement. Again, chewing up the legs. And at the minute, Louis Sanadakis doesn't quite have an answer for the offensive movement of Stephen Loman. But Kerrick, I want to get your opinion. If you're in the corner right now of Louis Sanadakis, what do you say to him? Do you tell him to go for broke? Because the game plan he's implementing right now doesn't seem to be working.
You tell him to go for broke, Phil. You tell him to try something different. What he's tried hasn't worked for 20 minutes. It's not likely to work in 25 minutes. He needs to maybe lower his hands a little bit, eat a shot or two, level change, get in those hips, put his man on his back, and try his luck there. Seconds out.
Come on, Louis, this is the round, finish him!
Decky, as
Come
always,
on,
keeping
Louis!
tight control of this cage.
You got this!
The crowd here in Hyderabad getting behind Louis Sanadakis. Here
Last
we go.
round of an incredible card, Phil.
Fantastic so far. Capped off by a wonderfully strategic performance so far from champion Stephen the Sniper Loman. I think there may have been a little bit of water.
Could have been water, could have been a little. It appears to be water, Phil.
Just a little momentary slip. Decky with nonchalance just wings the tile out of the cage. Can Louis Sanadakis rally and summon something special? Or will it be more of the same? Will it be maintaining of the status quo from Stephen Loman?
Through brilliant distance management, Louis is keeping his head out of danger. He's had a few shots land, but they have not had any significant effect on him. He is landing some of his own. He does have tremendous speed, but he at some point needs to pull the trigger. It looks like he may be doing it.
He's trying to cut off the angles. Lands a leg kick, much to the pop of the crowd here in Hyderabad. This is the most we've seen Louis Sanadakis engage.
Oh!
Forcing the clinch.
Sanadakis may have momentarily clipped the champion.
That's the most aggressive we have seen Louis Sanadakis in this fight so far. He has 3 minutes and 20 seconds to realize his dream of being a champion, but he needs to take the fight to Stephen Loman. Swing and a miss from the champion. Again, just fantastic distance management, in and out, left and right. Beautiful counter hook. Kick to the body from Sanadakis. Louis trying to get a read on the champion. It's been so difficult for him.
Louis backs up the champ to the roar of the crowd.
The corner of Louis Sanadakis are calling him forward, telling him to put the pressure on the champion. Just under 2 minutes left. Nice 1-2 from Sanadakis.
The champ is so comfortably ahead on the cards, he doesn't mind running at points. Ordinarily, when an opponent moves in and you run straight back, it doesn't look good in front of the judges, but the champion is so confident in his performance, he'll turn and run if he feels like he has to.
Inside and outside from the champion with his leg kicks. Both guys just trying to see who can beat one another to the punch. Stiff jab from Louis, but with just over a minute left, he really needs to push forward.
Oh! That's the brilliance we know from Leonidas. We just didn't see enough of it, at least not yet.
Nice jab from the champion. Both men throw hooks. Both men land hooks. Is Louis hitting his stride just a little bit too late? 40 seconds to go. Tries the spectacular.
The chicken kick.
Has to pour it on right now. The crowd feeling a sense of anticipation.
And a little confusion as to whether the fight's over or not. Decky checking just to make sure. A little bit of confusion in the cage, but I'm sure it's going to get sorted out momentarily.
That's it. That's fight run its course. That's 5 rounds. I would say that was the most productive round. I would give Louis that round, but it's a little too late for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hyderabad, what an incredible main event. Give it up for both of these warriors. After 5 rounds, we go to judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores about 48-46. Your next judge scores about 49-46. And your last judge scores about 49-46 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still the longest reigning, defending, undisputed Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the world, Steve. Let's meet our first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is the challenger. He has a professional record of 15 wins and 5 losses. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 61.2 kilograms. Fighting out of Algeria, give it up for Elias Smile Bantamweight. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 12 wins and 2 losses. He stands 174 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 61 kilograms. Representing Team Lakay in Baguio City, the Philippines. Please welcome the reigning, defending, undisputed Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the World, Stephen Sniper Loman. For referee instructions, Mr. Tomas Bronder.
Okay, guys, you know rules. Follow my instruction and protect yourself all time. If you want touch gloves, let's do it now. And back to the corner, please.
Let's make some noise, Manila!
Carrick, here we go for all the marbles. Bantamweight title of the world on the line. Stephen Loman keeping that wide base. Elias Buzdegzan taking the fight to the champion. Elias Buzdegzan can be so liberal with his striking. We see that sometimes with the way in which he throws leg kicks, because he doesn't mind being taken down because he's such a submission specialist. So that gives him confidence and gives credence to his striking.
Second deep kick landed. Third.
Big overhand, and then hooked overhand combination from Stephen Loman. Stephen Loman now taking the fight to the challenger. Catches the kick and takes him down. Elias Buzdegzan takes the back, has one hook in.
Incredible timing. There's a second hook. There's a second hook. He's looking for the choke.
This is just how dangerous Elias Buzdegzan is.
That back take happened in a split second. The champ trying to fight the hooks now.
Champ staying calm, just trying to just take one hook out there. Needs to be careful exposing that neck. Oh, Elias Buzdegzan.
It's in.
He switches.
It's not.
Elias Buzdegzan is like a dog with a bone. Is that underneath the chin? It's across the face, but still incredibly painful, and can elicit a tap as a face bar.
Stephen doing an extraordinary job of keeping the hands off his neck.
But listen to that crowd, just willing their compatriot to get out of the submission. And it seems to be working, but Buzdegzan right away tries to get that hook in.
Loman wisely pushing his hips up against the fence so his opponent can't take the back.
Stephen Loman trying to dig in for an underhook. On the left side of Elias. But I think straight away we've seen what the game plan is of the challenger. Because as soon as he had one small opportunity to take positional control and look for submission, he did it. And here he goes again.
If the champ can get that left arm between him and his opponent, he's out! And he did it! Crowd goes crazy!
I was going to ask you, do you think dropping a further 10 pounds from featherweight to bantamweight would affect the performance of Elias Buzdegzan? But right now, he looks fantastic.
I do have to say, he looked better after this cut than he did when he cut his formerly normal weight division. I think that because of the help of George Lockhart, the team from George Lockhart, he's done a fantastic weight cut, and he's in perfect condition.
Yeah, the best dietitian team in the business. This needs to be careful with that head position. Brings it right back up and underneath the chin of Stephen Loman. Champion defending well.
Team Lakay fighters extremely hard to take down, harder to keep down.
Smile looking to maintain that clinch and just creep around the back. Loman wise to it. Uses the wizard just to keep Elias from taking the back. May use it to snap down if he creates a little bit of space.
Elias, having come down from featherweight, does appear to be the stronger fighter.
Interesting decision from the referee.
I wouldn't have made it, but I'm not the referee.
Already a little bit of marking up in the eye of Elias. Stefan Loman, that break just came at the right time for him, putting the pressure on the challenger.
Smile's face is getting marked up, but remember, his face always gets marked up. Doesn't seem to stop him.
Oh, overhand to uppercut to hook. Stefan Loman is putting it on the challenger. Elias Smile Big Daystam. Big Daystam shoots in, but well defended by the sniper.
Incredibly, Budegstam is now on the attack. Looking to take the back, switching it up with knees to the face. Back to the back take. And they're separated. This is not where Smile wants to be. Time!
Wow! What an opening round of mixed martial arts action.
Start of round 2.
Round 2 of the scheduled 5. Stefan Loman really utilizing that Muay Thai style teep, that push kick to keep Elias Smile Big Daystam at range. There it is again. Needs to be careful that he doesn't go to the well with it too often, because it may get caught and we may see a repeat of what happened in the first round.
Very nice short inside low kick, broke the opponent's base.
Nice head movement from our champion. Really big hook landed.
There's that push kick again. That may end up being a decisive factor in this fight.
It's intelligent, and he's obviously watched footage on Elias, and his team have watched footage. You want to keep someone like that at distance. Nice slip straight from our champion. Works the body into the teep. Beautiful kick to the body.
That liver shot hurt Smile.
Stefan Loman showing with those combinations just why he's considered by many to be one of the premier bantamweights in the world. See the way Stefan Loman changes levels and then throws that overhand.
There was the timing you talked about. Got to be careful with those high-low kicks. Should stick to the low kick to the calf.
Stefan Loman trying to keep his back from being against the cage there. What a battle these two guys are engaged in. If the referee doesn't call it, don't stop, gentlemen. Beautiful kick to the body from Stefan Loman after landing a flush overhand.
Avance, avance, avance avec tes poings. Ouais, c'est toi qui dois commencer.
His
Allez,
body
frère.
shots are going to start
Sur
adding
la
up.
gauche.
Body shots in MMA are money in the bank. Hit somebody in the head, 10 seconds later they're okay. Hit him in the body, 10 seconds later they're not. Hit him in the body 10 times, and it can start to turn this fight around.
Voilà, voilà, tourne. Voilà, de ce côté.
Stefan Loman is doing an expert job of just keeping Elias at the end of his punches, using that team kick, not allowing him to close the distance and take him down. As soon as Stefan Loman senses that his back's against the cage, you can see him circling off using expert footwork.
Ne jette
There
pas,
it is.
attends un peu, t'es trop loin. Allez, boxe, boxe mon frère, boxe. Boxe Inès, laisse pas te cadrer.
Tourne sur la gauche.
Allez, avance, avance, avance.
allez.
Maintenant, maintenant.
Voilà.
Elias Spalberg Deggstam,
Yes,
if
tu fais
his
le
plan
sauter, ça
is
va pouvoir
indeed
casser
to
la
take the
distance.
champion down, he needs to set that up with striking.
Allez, allez, tu peux te
Stefan Loman digs for the underhooks. But again, Smile is relentless. And on that double leg, switches to the single to the high crotch. Stefan Loman implements the knee shield. Well, Smile really is putting everything into this takedown attempt.
Absolutely fantastic defense from the champion, and he's using far, far less strength to do this than is the challenger.
Smile again switches to the single leg. Lets it go.
It might look like the sniper is losing some of these exchanges because he's being defensive, but he is starting to suck the energy out of his opponent.
Yeah, he's forcing Big Deggstam to really do the work here.
Back take! We got the beginnings of a back take.
That to me speaks to just how dangerous Elias Big Deggstam is. Stefan Loman trying to keep his back off the cage, doesn't want to get taken down.
Incredible scramble. Smile even had a hammerlock at one point.
The Filipino crowd are absolutely loving this. Big Deggstam pulls down.
Oh! Shots are raining down hard. This is a typhoon.
But this is where Smile is dangerous. Stefan Loman is in deep water, and Elias Big Deggstam is a shark. And Stefan Loman happy to play this game, landing relentless ground and pound. Watch out for the triangle. Great defense from Stefan Loman. He was aware as soon as Elias Big Deggstam grabbed the wrist and went to stop it down.
The best defense against the triangle. Don't get into it.
See Big Deggstam wearing the fight a little
Start
bit more.
of round 3.
Stefan Loman again with that awkward movement. Popping that southpaw jab. I like what he did there, use that jab to hook combination with the same hand.
Each fighter has an incredibly dangerous attack.
Nice work from Smile.
The sniper comes in with potentially fighting. Just like that one!
Thunderous
The knees are
overhand.
gone! You
And
know
again.
what's gonna happen next!
Stefan Loman just landing an absolute barrage of punches. Lead uppercut, kick to the body.
Huge shots coming from angles. Props to the sniper for not going crazy. He's choosing his shots.
But Elias Bugdegstad himself showing championship heart, showing championship mettle by staying in the fight.
These men are both champions.
Again with the overhand. Stefan Loman really has found his range with that overhand, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. As he has to the body.
He's coming in from that southpaw position. That overhand's right there. Very intelligent work and exploiting the fact that he's a southpaw. Right to the body again.
These body attacks are brilliant and very rarely seen in mixed martial arts.
I like the consistency with which Stefan Loman is throwing the attacks. He works the head, he works the body, then he works the legs.
And he's working at angles. He comes straight to the body, loops it to the head, circles from the outside to the outside of the calf, inside of the thigh.
He's always keeping Elias Bugdegstad guessing. As soon as Bugdegstad thinks he has a little bit of a lead on him, he goes to town, goes to the body, then the head.
His best shot actually seems to be that uppercut. If he can instantly follow that uppercut with a hook, it could be a fight ender. Very accidental, low blow.
Elias Bugdegstad keeps everybody honest by saying, yep, I'm good to go.
Smiles a bad man, didn't choose the opportunity to take a rest.
So that constant changing of the levels to keep Elias Bugdegstad guessing. Great work from champion Stefan Loman.
This is absolutely a brilliant striking attack from our champion, the sniper, Stefan Loman, but he got time. He's still standing.
You can actually hear the pop of that landing to the body.
It's starting to get that cricket bat on a melon sound to it.
The leaping hook. Champion Stefan Loman. Trying to defend his belt for a third time in the Brave Arena. The Blue Team riding a 6-fight win streak, the longest reigning champion in Brave Combat Federation history, and the only Bantamweight Champion in the history of the organization.
I wonder if Loman's wondering what he's got to do to take this guy out of here. He's hit him left, right, up, down, and center. Smile is still standing right in front of him.
Oh, 3 straight shots to the body.
And there's an uppercut.
Stefan Loman showing just what a well-rounded mixed martial artist he is by tying together an entire striking arsenal. Leaping overhand from challenger.
Loman changing levels, attacking at angles, hitting the body and the legs and the head, left side and right. This is absolutely brilliant striking.
Potentially we're looking at Stefan Loman up 3 rounds. Again to the body. But credit to Smile because he's taking these shots and he's not even wincing.
Smile is actually looking a little more confident than he was 5 minutes ago.
Overhand from Smile, but then kept at bay by that beautiful teep kick.
Time!
Well conditioned and have gone the full distance in championship fights in their previous fights. Stefan Loman, of course, with that win over Philippe Efrain. Elias Smile takes down a courageous but ultimately losing effort against Bubba Jenkins. Stefan Loman looks calm, maintains that wide base to defend the takedown should Elias shoot. Stefan Loman is so light on his feet, it's not unlike a professional dancer, just being able to cover distance and get out of the way.
A professional dancer or perhaps a fencer. This is beautiful footwork. Beautifully timed inside kick caused a slip. Answered with the same thing. Phil, I love it when something happens to a fighter and the fighter answers with the exact thing that happened.
As if to say, anything you can do, I can do. There's that teep kick again. The inside leg kick is open for both men as an orthodox fighter, southpaw fighter. You may see Elias step up the frequency with which he throws that shot.
Smile's body Smile's core is starting to resemble the color of the shorts of his opponent. Those body shots have to be taking a toll at this point.
Yeah, he can't absorb too much more of that kind of punishment, Kirk. Stefan Loman showing how much of a professional he is, just in and out, landing his strikes. Hasn't really been in any surmountable trouble since the first round. Just as I say that, Elias Smile takes down, then on a takedown. Stefan Loman splits his base wonderfully, making himself as big as possible. He cannot let Elias Budegstam connect his hands.
Got a pretty tight underhook. Smile wisely switches to a single.
Gets that leg between his legs. Now look, they run the pipe on it and switch to the high crotch. So this is exactly where Elias wants to be. Hooks the leg.
There's the very beginnings of a back take.
Stefan Loman showing his championship mentality by turning in, being wise to the offense of Elias Smile Budegstam.
You see those fingers slide through the fence, invisible to the referee. That's high-level gamesmanship right there.
Here for both men to fire off knees. Loman does.
This is the game Smile wants. He wants to get his opponent back up against that fence, defending takedowns. Then he wants to get the takedown, take the back, finish the fight. That is his route to victory.
Budegstam just showing real mettle and tenacity by going in on that takedown. They look to grab the ankle.
Incredibly tiring to be tight in on a high double like this with a head stuffed. Absolutely incredible condition being shown by Smile.
But he's keeping the champion guessing by switching from that double to the single. Stefan Loman digging in for his underhooks. He's going to try and circle off. Smile doesn't let him, closes the distance further.
Smile's using that head brilliantly as if it was a third hand to control his opponent up against the cage.
Stefan Loman has gone the distance in each of his championship fights, so this is nothing new to him. This is where he really thrives.
Referee separated and clap. Crowd loves it. I'd like to see the champion with a little bit more distance between his back and the cage.
Just as you say that, he circles off and takes up residency in the center of the cage. It's absolutely crazy how fresh Stephen Loman looks right now. He's just about to complete a 4th round of fighting in the Brave Arena. Yeah, oh! He dropped him! Is this the end?
This has to be the end!
Huge strikes being landed by the champion.
Power.
Oh!
It's over! It is over!
champion, Stefan the Sniper Loman, just bided his time, landed his strikes until he landed that one devastating knockout punch, follows up with a barrage of punches. Shows what a gentleman he is by looking at the referee while he's landing those strikes. Devastating performance, devastating championship win, and still Real Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the world, Stefan the Sniper Loman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see that one more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible main event! Manila! Give it up for both of these warriors! This fight comes to an end at 4 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 4. TKO due to strikes, and your winner, and still the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the world, Stefan Sniper Loman!
And all my kababayans, all of you, and of course I want to dedicate the fight to my uncle Jimmy Nabehet, who just passed on March 1. He was an accident at the part of the NLEX. He was hit and run by a car, and still, if you have any evidence of any dashcam, just message me in the Facebook, and of course you have an award for the leading information. And That's it. I don't dedicate the fight to all of you. Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening and the fight you've all been waiting for. 5-minute rounds for the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight World Title. Your judges for this bout are Garth Lyons, Paddy DeHardy, and Derek Black. Your referee is Deck Larkin. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I have one question for you, and one question only. To the incredible people of Belfast, Northern Ireland, and all those watching around the world, are you ready? Introducing our first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 5 wins and 2 losses. He stands 175 centimeters tall and weighs already 60.6 kilograms. Representing SBG Ireland and fighting out of Dublin, Ireland by way of South Africa. Please welcome the challenger, Franz the Black Mamba Malambo. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 9 wins and 2 losses. He stands 170.6 centimeters tall and weighs already 60.6 kilograms. Representing Team Lakai and fighting at the Baguio City in the Philippines. Please welcome the reigning, defending Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the world, Stephen Sniper Loman. For referee instructions, Deck Larkin.
All right, guys, you've been over the rules in your dressing room. Listen to my instructions the whole time. If I tell you stop, stop and wear clean. Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Go back to your corner, come out fighting.
Well, folks, here it is. 5 rounds for the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Championship. There's your champion, Stephen Loman, the sniper. Taking on a man that could definitely be called a sniper himself, Franz Malambo, the Black Mamba. And here we go. Round number 1 of a potential 5.
2 of the nicest guys in the world squaring off against each other.
Absolutely. And they fought before, and it was an absolute war. Malambo came out on the other side of it. Stephen Loman has gone on to capture the Bantamweight Championship, taking out Gudarshan Mangat.
Franz, since that loss, has been an absolute tear inside the promotion.
He really has.
Three first-round finishes, all by KO.
You know, I think that last win over Felipe Efrain was an absolute scene star. I mean, that was a beautiful win. His striking on point, and the power is most definitely there for the Black Mamba.
Oh, for sure. That right hand of his is patented.
Franz, when Franz Malambo was striking, he's like an artist drawing a masterpiece. He's fluid with everything he does. You can see he's calm, but he felt in the first fight he made a lot of mistakes, and that was what was Loman capitalized on. And Franz said he won't be making these mistakes tonight.
Has most definitely polished his game. The Black Mamba, a guy that in the amateurs was an absolute monster. Had incredible success in the amateurs. But Stephen Loman is a guy, and I've said this a number of times, that he always comes in, even as a champion, as the underdog. It just seems like he's always kind of doubted a little bit.
Nice strong right hand there by Franz.
But he always comes to fight, and he always exceeds expectations. The youngest Brave Combat Federation champion as well.
That's a big one over Franz Malambo, straight in the body.
Baby, Loman just got tagged.
It looked like a flash knockdown. Loman does have his wits about him there, but that was a big shot by Franz Malambo.
My goodness.
Loman has got him. He's got Franz up against the cage here, but Franz Malambo landed beautifully, timed that right hand beautifully straight down the pipe and on the chin of Loman.
Loman getting out of town.
Is Loman still a little on wobbly legs? He rushes in for the takedown. Franz is making him pay with some shots. He's got the two hands clasped.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Stephen Loman.
That was all power.
What a takedown by the Filipino champ.
Franz trying
That
to
was
scoop,
beautiful.
Franz trying to scoop his hips out while pushing the head of Loman down, and Loman is like a clamp just holding onto the legs of Malambo.
That was the difference in the first fight, was that grappling. How much better has Malambo gotten in the past year and a half?
He showed us there, although the takedown came, he's back on his feet. He's worked his way up in cage walk. Beautiful work.
My goodness. This fight has so much hype. Of course, one special person has turned things up to a whole nother degree out in the crowd right now.
Franz just circles out of weight in the cage now, and you'll see the confidence grow. But one thing you'll see with Franz Malambo, the confidence is there, but he won't rush. Although he doesn't
have to.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Because the power is so serious and the accuracy is really on point.
But sometimes when fighters hurt another fighter, they tend to go head hunting. That's not
right.
Franz Malambo. He will stay calm. The finish will come, and that's the way Franz looks at it.
You know, a lot of people consider him to be one of those next big, huge stars out of the SBG camp.
A lot of pressure came on Franz when he first signed with Brave as well. There was so much hype behind him, and I think that added, and Franz spoke about that. He says a lot of people talk about my hype and talk about that. He says, I don't feel relevant. I haven't got enough wins to feel relevant.
Franz Malambo's on target right now. He is in his groove, doing his thing inside the Brave cage.
Loman here, he needs to get out of kickboxing range with Malambo. Good body shot there, but at the moment, it's Franz Malambo who's starting to pick apart, and the face is starting to wear it on Loman. The bloody nose.
Stephen Loman, you definitely see that damage. That one big shot hurt him, but here comes Loman. He's charging forward. He tried to get the single leg, but great defense by Franz Malambo.
And Loman didn't really set that up, just changed levels and charged. Malambo doing very well not to get it down, and that again shows the difference between the first fight, the original fight with these two guys. Franz stuffing the takedown and doing well against the cage here as well. Expect him to circle out, he has.
And they are back separated once again, and right at the range of the Black Mamba where he can strike. 20 seconds. Here comes Malambo, and he's got Loman reeling.
He just seems to be a fraction faster than Loman in his strikes. He's landing a quick 1-2 pep combination, and Loman is throwing a big hand, but Franz beats him to the punch.
Living up to all of the hype, and round one is up. That was a beautiful round.
First round is very similar to their first fight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Franz looks so crisp in the first round of that fight.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
And he did land that devastating right as well in the first one.
Yeah, it was that flash knockdown. You're absolutely right. I mean, I can remember it now. I mean, that was Brave #1, second fight in the history of Brave Combat Federation, right? Well, here we go, folks. We're right back to it. Round number 2. Championship on the line. Cyrus Fees, Noel O'Keefe, and Yusuf Nasser, and he just missed.
Loman tries to reply with it, but Fran is looking comfortable and light, and his range is beautifully. There's a few times Loman's missed that kick as well. Franz just seems just in the right range for him. Of course, he's the lot taller striker and much more reach as well, and he's using and utilizing that reach beautifully so far.
Look at that. You kind of see that Stephen Loman's starting to get a little bit of a swagger. He's starting to get his movement in there, trying to hit his angles. He is the sniper for a reason. The guy has crazy power. Charging forward, can he bring him to the ground?
He's got the body lock.
It's gonna be tough.
France
Malambo
shaking it
gets
off.
out of it.
Beautiful. He had the body lock. It looked almost complete. Hands clasped, but France looked brilliantly to.
I mean, you know, the list goes on and on. The guys that Franz Malambo gets to train with on a regular basis. I mean, as good as Team Lakai is, SPG has turned into one of the preeminent camps in all of MMA right now.
And you only have to look. If you look at SBG, you're regularly visitors from all across the world. The top fighters, Aljamain Sterling was only there last week as well.
Could you imagine? Yeah, that's iron sharpening iron over there at SPG Ireland.
Well, Franz is doing beautifully in this fight so far as well. He's landed a nice body kick. He's landed it a few times. And again, he's just out of that reach. His distant range is fantastic again here tonight.
You're Stephen Loman. You got to think about going forward. You got to think about changing levels once again, timing it just right. The wrestling acumen of those Team Lakai fighters is actually pretty surprising. These guys have great takedown skills.
Loman's doing well there as well. Now he's starting to maybe get the range of Franz where he's out of range when Franz is striking.
Belfast, Northern Ireland is the site, the SSE Arena, and it's been rocking all night long. The fans still in the stands, watching closely at this championship bout.
Franz is doing well to keep that right hand up as well. Loman has thrown that kick up a few times. And there's Franz countering as well. He just closes the distance as Loman goes to strike with
He's
a
looking to
wild
strike.
hook.
Oh, there it
Perfectly
is.
timed
There's the
takedown.
timing.
Beautiful
There it
level
is.
change. Beautiful level change by Loman.
Well, he waited for a spot there, and now isolating the arm, Franz Malambo. Stephen Loman's going to try to pass.
You can see Franz just holding the left wrist, I should say, of Loman. And maybe he's going to try stuff it up, use them long legs as well, potentially attack a triangle.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. When you got those long legs, that's something you have to be working on a regular basis. That gives you an advantage in this division all day long.
You can see Franz is just, he's shown it, he's lost it there, but he was just keeping the open guard, getting ready to stuff the hand if required.
Both men just battling on the ground right now. Round number 2 of this potential 5-round fight. And you got to take it round by round. I think everybody here probably agrees that Franz Malambo had round 1, but Stephen Loman's going to make a good case for round 2 if it should go that long.
And this is exactly where he won the first fight. Dominating on top, taking down Malambo over and over again and just controlling him on the ground.
Franz just seems to be clamping up now, waiting for the referee to stand him up. Not a lot's happening. Now he moves. It's a bit of a scramble here, Loman.
But Loman may just get a better position because of it. Malambo grabs onto the leg.
Nice trip by Franz to get back to his feet. Franz Malambo, excellent work. Loman tries to close the distance and land a big knee.
Huge knees by the sniper. Oh, and a matrix-like dodge there by Stephen Loman getting out of the way of that big punch.
Franz looked like he was hurt by that a little. I think it was more he was off balance maybe.
Is this a war or what, boys? This is a fight.
This is the reason why this was the main event. Both fighters showing their strengths.
Who is going to walk out of Belfast? The Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion on the money.
Franz having great success with that straight right, straight down the pipe as well. He is having good success with it. It's landed on a few occasions for him.
He's so aware of that counter punch. And you see he kind of jerks that head back every time he throws a big punch because he knows that Franz is going to answer back. You can tell both these guys have been studying up on each other. Final moments here in round number 2. This has been a battle, but there's always enough time for a big flash knockout here with these guys.
But again, with this one, Loman got the takedowns on a few occasions, but Franz is getting back up from them. He's recovering and getting position, and then he is constantly backing Loman.
the bantamweight division is really developing as well, so these guys are not short of any potential matchups moving forward.
France. All right, guys, third round.
Going into the third round here, potentially locked up 1-1. If so, who's going to take the advantage in this very important third round? Another 5 minutes to go in this bantamweight matchup.
And at the moment, the start of the third here, it just seems like it's in Franz's, is his range more than Loman's. Loman's missing by a distance with these. They're only range-finding little jabs he's throwing out, but it is outside where Franz can't touch Loman at this distance.
Here we go again. Great defense by Franz Malambo. It looked like he had that one, but he just lost the grip on the leg as he was charging forward, and Malambo is able to stay on his feet.
And I think what's allowing Franz to stop these as well is that he's keeping it in the range that he wants. So because it's in that kickboxing range, the long range for Franz, when he is touching Loman, he sees him change levels and rush. So it gives Franz that extra moment to react to the takedown. Loman's in on a double here, though.
Can he get it? Can he charge forward? He gets the trip, and he does. Well done by the champion. He doesn't want to give up that belt.
And that was beautiful. He was charging forward and just got the little trip at the end just to...
It's muscle memory. You can tell, you know, just the hours and the hours where, you know, maybe Franz Malambo was working on that boxing and working on that striking. Stephen Loman was working on the wrestling, and that's the difference maker so far. It's something you just can't teach in such a short period of time. You just have to put in the hours on the mats.
And he just advanced now into side control as well. So nice movement in jiu-jitsu to move through the guard.
He could isolate the right arm here.
Yeah, he's looking to isolate it all right. Maybe go for it. Goes knee on belly here. Franz is going to stuff that in and retain half guard.
Can he get into full mount? And no, Franz, well done.
Again, it's a loose open guard. And
he's in. And we got full mount.
Great
for the
points
champion,
the legs
Stephen
as well.
Loman.
3 minutes left in this round. Lots of time to work for Stephen.
Watch out for elbows. Big shots here by Stephen Loman. He
postures
up. And the champion's going to work.
Posturing up and landing big shots. Franz is trying to turn and get out of there, but the champion heavy hips.
The sniper is going to town.
And Franz Malambo just trying to break the posture here and pull Loman back down to him.
Franz is in trouble with a lot of time to go. He is close to the cage, so if there's ever a chance that maybe Wawa can get out of this situation to buck out.
Loman slowly moving his knees up as well.
Looks like he may look for an armbar.
This could be Franz. Expect him to explode and push off the cage here and try and get out the back door.
It's his best chance right here. He couldn't ask for a better position in this spot to try to get out. He has long legs.
Loman just trying to push out his
right.
right. There it is. Franz, here's the scramble. This is important.
Wow.
Loman
the athleticism of Franz Malambo. One hook is in. He's going to try to get underneath that chin. Franz Malambo has to be careful. He has to keep that chin tucked.
Well, Franz has control. He's two hands on the right arm of Stephen Loman. Loman rolls back, and this is where Loman's just going to try and get that second hook in and be patient. Plenty of time in the round.
Boy, you're absolutely right. 90 seconds left here in round number 3. A lot of time to operate and work on that choke. Peppering him right now with the left hands, trying to soften him up. If he gets under that chin, it's going to be problems.
Again, you can see both fighters are calm here. There's nobody rushing or panicking, both offensively for Loman and defensively for Malambo. He's going to wait to the adjustment of the champion and try to use any space given to him to get a better position.
Obviously, you know, Malambo, this is something he's worked on a long time, and you work on it, defending the choke, hours and hours on the mat, rolling, doing jiu-jitsu. Can he thwart the champion, Stephen Loman, in this position?
He's got about a minute left in this round to make something happen.
Franz slowly trying to walk in and get the
Franz
angle.
has a
Goes for
long
the
arm,
rear. Retains the body lock, and that was good work by Loman. He tried to attack a submission, but when he seen it was gone, he just readjusted.
In an unorthodox position right now. Looks like he's going to try to go for that arm.
Franz is just trying to turn into him. Loman might be better off going back and locking up that body lock.
Well, let's give props to Franz Malambo right now. He has played this game very, very well. When you talk about a minute and a half to go, that's like an eternity when you got somebody on your back. Well done by Franz Malambo.
And as well, like Franz is he's staying calm here, so he's not burning out his energy here. He is staying calm. Loman sneaking it under the chin.
There's a neck
Is it
crank.
in? It's not under the chin.
And there's the buzzer.
What a round.
That was an impressive round. Is on a quest here. He wants that title around his waist, wants to bring it back to the gym. They're in Dublin. And Stephen Loman, this has become his identity. That championship belt has pushed him to another level. And here we go with round 4. The respect through the roof.
And the good thing for Loman as well, with all the wrestling and grappling that has gone on, that can slow Franz striking down a little. Your muscles filled with blood from grappling, exchanging. But as I pointed out, Franz was very calm on the bottom. He wasn't really trying to explode or burst with energy, so his energy would be quite reserved. He stayed calm in that bad position.
Down the middle, Franz Malambo. The guy is absolutely known for those direct shots. You don't see a lot of hooks. He is always straight down the middle. The Black Mamba.
Time. Stand there. I just want to fix your shorts. The buttons hanging out there are very dangerous. It's dangerous just on the fighter.
Oh, okay. We have some drawstrings that they're going to take care of right now. Referee Decky Larkin. A little bit of a break in the action here in the 4th round. Both fighters came to war tonight. Nobody half-stepping. Both guys bringing it here in Belfast. So many great finishes tonight. We have put together an incredible highlight reel.
So the crowd here is definitely pro Malambo. I mean, if you look around, it seems like all of SVG's here. But interestingly enough, there's around 30 to 40 of Loman's family members over here.
Yeah,
cheering him on.
a great ovation. I mean,
Yeah.
you better believe that is a big thing for Stephen Loman. It's incredible that they traveled, they made that trip, all to be a part of this. Beautiful kick to the body by Malambo. You don't see a lot of kicks by Franz, so adept with his hands, but when he does, right on the money.
Nice exchange by both fighters there, landing.
This one's shaping up being one of the best fights in the history of the promotion. We're in our 13th event. It's been an absolute roller coaster ride for the past 2 years. But fights like this make it all worth it.
Oh, nice left hand by Franz. He's just trying to time Loman as he's strong. He just fancies he's that millisecond faster than Loman, and it's proven that way when they are striking.
How long until Stephen Loman looks to change levels and goes back to it?
It's something he seems to be doing. He's sort of lulling Franz into the, hey, I'm going to stand and trade and let's have a striking match. And when Franz isn't expected, he changes levels. So it's a smart tactic by Loman.
Loman and Malambo, both guys extremely young fighters. Outside leg kick by Stephen Loman.
Franz needs to work off the jab. He's only throwing single shots at the moment. He needs to throw some combinations in there. He's landing the jab, but he's not following it up.
Stephen Loman, one of the most humble guys you'll deal with. This is a guy that loves being champion, very proud of it, but he doesn't have that whole swagger. He doesn't really put it out there. He's going to look for the takedown, and he eats an uppercut. Great scouting that one out by Franz Malambo.
Seen that one coming. It was a little slower of a takedown by the champion as well. Franz starting to let his hands go now.
I think maybe getting that confidence back. especially after stuffing the takedown. Now Franz Malambo can go back to doing what he does best. At the 2-minute mark here, folks, 2 minutes to go in round number 4. Championship is on the line, the bantamweight title.
You can see these guys easily having a trilogy, no matter what the outcome here.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
These are going to be dance partners for a while, I think. Franz in this round, he's having the more success on the striking here, so it looks like Franz is pulling around back with the takedown.
There
and
he goes
beautiful.
Again. Wow. Rolled right through, though.
Excellent.
Well done by Malambo. Man, did he not time that perfectly again, though. I mean, you're talking about just milliseconds of seeing that movement and ducking down and shooting for that takedown, and it's pretty to watch. Brave 13, guys, hashtag it. Don't forget, here's another takedown attempt. Loman is not going to give up on this, pushing Malambo up against the fence.
Franz is just trying to frame in between and expecting to step out and turn off.
He's had success with the knees. Will he continue to punish the very tall Franz Malambo? He separates 45 seconds. Malambo stalking, going right down the middle. If he lands that thing, it can end the night of Stephen Loman. That's how hard Malambo hits.
We've seen that in his last outing as well in the Brave cage. That's almost caught Loman coming in.
And a big kick, you're right, he caught him coming in. Stephen Loman lands a knee with final seconds here as we get ready to go into the 5th and final round.
Loman was dropping to the knee to try and complete a takedown. Franz was aware of him pulling back up.
And there it is. We got one more to go.
Combination or so, you're giving Loman that time to change level and take it down. So it's understandable why Franz is throwing single shots, but the odd time I think he just needs to double up on his work, and that's probably what his corner could be telling him.
Here we go, folks. One more round. This is your 5th and final, your championship round, Malambo and Loman. Who's gonna take it? Who wants it more?
Less than 5 minutes to find out who the new or current Bantamweight Champion of Brave is.
Exactly. Is it going to be and new or and still? Inside leg kick by Loman. How long is he going to take Loman until he goes for that takedown?
Again, it's the range, I think, as well. Loman's, when Franz comes in and throws the strikes, that's when he's susceptible to the takedown of Loman, and Loman drives through. So while they're standing just jostling on each other, showing feints, that's probably not the right time to go for the takedown.
Here we go. Can he get it? No, he can't get the trip. He tries to turn him, and he's going to jump on his back.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful work by Loman. It looked like he lost it. It looked like he lost it, and he just stepped over
He
Franz.
never gave up, fully committed to it. Wow, what a takedown.
He could end up in a great position here.
He needs to try to get Malambo away from that cage. The closer he is to the cage, the more apt he is to get out of this situation, and he is right in his own corner. So he's getting great instructions by his crew at SPG. Here comes the elbows. And small shots.
All just to disguise to try and push and advance the position as well. Loman, he's what I like about what Stephen Loman does. He sits and he gets in a position, he doesn't rush to pass. He sets it up like he just has, steps across, looking into mount here.
Nearly got full mount. Well done by Franz.
Just looking to get a little bit of head control and hold Franz down. Franz looking to maybe buck and shrimp and maybe retain full guard.
Really tough to deal with on the ground there is Stephen Loman. He has that really smothering style of wrestling.
Franz has got less than 3 minutes here to find a way to get up and finish this fight.
Now, I'll tell you one thing, you got to have that mentality when you come in somebody's backyard that you got to finish him, and that is the end of it.
Yep.
Blood coming now as well from these elbows.
Seemed like it was only a matter of time until we saw a little bit of blood between these two, especially considering the first time around, there was a ton of blood. We're at the halfway mark with Stephen Loman on top in half guard and doing work and continuing to progress.
And I think Loman is happy in a half guard here because it's a good position where your hips are heavy and you can control your opponent.
Underrated position. You can do a lot of work.
John Kavanagh, interesting enough, calling for a leg lock sequence.
We'll see if he goes for it. He heard that very, very clearly.
Oh, big elbows
he
for the champion.
Big right hands and big elbows from Stephen Loman. Like I said before, he does not want to relinquish that title.
Let's go, Stephen.
About a minute and a half left, guys.
Oh, big shots as well, and this is why Loman is a champion. This is a championship performance right here.
Absolutely.
5-round war. Stephen Loman showing that he can go that distance, and that's a long distance to go. 25 minutes.
Man's getting a little bit of space. He needs to get out of there, but Loman just, again, like a vice grip lock around the body, and again, just controls the position.
Stephen Loman, he's trying to finish this fight by any means necessary, and Franz Malambo nearly got up. Couldn't quite get the separation.
1 minute to the end of the round.
Such a tight matchup, guys. You hate to leave it to judges, but it looks like we may be in that territory here with 45 seconds left. And the grinding continues by our champ.
A big fifth round by the champion. Once he's got the takedown, he's worked and he's sat in this half guard position, landing good shots, opening up a cut in Franz Malambo. Making life difficult. Franz has tried everything. He's tried booking, he's pushed away, he's got his distance, but each time he does, the champion just draws him back in.
Final moments, folks, and here we go. Looks like this is where we're going to end. Stephen Loman on top, the sniper. Did he do enough to hold on to that championship?
That's it.
For the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these two warriors a big round of applause for our main event championship fight. After 5 incredible rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. and all judges score the same way for unanimous decision victory. And still, the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the World, Stephen Sniper Loman! All right, stay right here, friends, stay right here. All right, first up, you see the celebration right here, folks, with our and still champion, Stephen Loman. What an incredible fight. Stephen, if I could just get one or two words from you, my man. I know this is a very, very happy moment for you. You fought the fight of your life inside here. You took an incredible shot in the beginning of the fight. He knocked you right down. Talk about that. He hit you really hard. It reminded me of the first fight.
Yes, again, I didn't expect that. Very his right hand is very strong and it was fast, so I was hit again and I was reminded in the first round, but I managed to recover well and of course that's close for me.
Stephen, you came into his territory. You come in here, Northern Ireland. Franz Malambo has a ton of people out here. He even has Conor McGregor out there yelling for him. And you get the win. Biggest win of your career. Just tell me in a few words what you're feeling right now.
Right now, as of course, I am young to be a champion, and it is my journey to defend, to become a young champion. And I want to thank the Lord for giving me strength again. And this is the start of my career, defending my belt. And I'm grateful to fight here also in Belfast. The fans here are amazing too. Thank you.
Congratulations, Stephen. And still your champion, Franz Malambo. Come on over here. Just a few quick words. You know, you fought an incredible fight, man. You brought it. You can tell that your game has gotten that much better. You landed the big shot in the beginning. Did you feel like maybe it was going to be a round one victory for you?
Well, I rocked him. It's basically like it felt like how we went the first time, because the first time I broke his nose in the first round. I was like, this dude's done. He's not going to last. But same thing happened this time. Like I was like, right, I'll take my time. The shot will come. But I have to say, like, Stephen is a tough guy. I felt absolutely amazing coming into this fight. I feel like he beat me at my best, like, you know what I mean? So he's a true champion. I don't even know what to say. Like, I felt the best I've ever felt coming into that fight. I was relaxed, everything. Got a few shots in. I felt like I relaxed too much, but he made me do that, you know what I mean? He's a true champion. I have nothing else to say. But, you know what I mean? I feel like I've improved this time. I'm going to continue to improve. And that belt is still destined for my shoulders, I feel.
I think we're going to see this one again. I have a good feeling, my friend. Don't hang your head. A fantastic fight. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Black Mamba, Franz Malambo.
Tough competitor here in Franz Malambo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our second bout of the night. Your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 170 centimeters high. He weighed in at 61.2 kilograms and is 21 years of age. He's fighting out of Baguio City, the Philippines, with a record of 6 wins, 2 losses. Give it up for Stephen Loman. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 177 centimeters high. He weighed in at 60.5 kilograms. He's 25 years of age, training out of Ireland by way of South Africa. With a record of 2 wins and 1 loss, give it up for Franz, the Black Mamba Malambo. Your referee will be Mihail Mihailovic.
Mihail Mihailovic gets us started. Round number 1 of this 3-round affair in the Bantamweight division. The crowd looking on here, enjoying themselves as MMA on a very big stage has made its way to Bahrain. Absolutely incredible. The crowd's been fantastic.
Big thing about this fight, there's a shorter opponent and a taller opponent. Whoever takes the center of this fight is more than likely going to win.
If he can establish his reach, Franz Malambo has a huge advantage on the stand-up.
Again, Steven has that sand shell fight style, so he needs to close the gap, close the distance, because Franz Malambo, if you stay in his reach, he will box you out.
You definitely have that experience of watching Franz Malambo work. You see the southpaw stance from Steven Loman. We'll see if that has any effect on this fight. Has a ton of power in his legs, does Loman.
And so far, it's a nice feeling out period. They're starting off slow, but throwing little punches, and Steven opens up with a haymaker. Wow.
Just glances the chin of Malambo. Malambo answered with a right hand of his own.
Oh.
Big right hand, Franz Malambo.
Beautiful counter right.
Nasty.
And it's because Steven has opened himself up with the giant haymakers. He has no time to counter. He's heavy-footed. Doesn't have enough time to put himself back in place.
So early in his career, and now he's just getting out of the way.
And again, you see Franz Malambo has the center of the cage.
How quick was that straight right, Shorty?
That was a ridiculous shot. We'll see if the sand shell is going to help him.
Looking to get that takedown. Good defense. Way to stay upright by Franz Malambo.
Steven needs to do the dump. If he keeps on circling, he will get Franz down. But Franz playing good defense.
Steven Loman with the crowd behind him trying to complete the takedown.
He's going to go for the dump again, which he
and
does.
He's going to get it.
Franz immediately trying to get up.
The pressure of Steven Loman not giving up on the takedown. Continued to grind, and he got it.
And that's what Franz definitely doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be anywhere on his back. It will take away his reach.
I've already seen the power of Franz Malambo, and I think Steven Loman felt that and said, I got to get this thing to the ground. I got to neutralize. Smart move by the young Filipino fighter.
You know, Steven Loman took a good shot, but he recovered well. Now he's pushing the pace. He's putting pressure on Franz, and even in this position, it's hard for Franz to breathe.
Really killing the rhythm of Franz Malambo is Steven Loman. The crowd trying to will Steven Loman to more damage. Trying to get the sweep and not happening.
Trying to get a nice inside trip, but you know, Franz right now is being nice, elusive, and he's being relaxed, and that's the biggest thing he's working on right now. Once he gets tense, he will go down.
Steven Loman continuing to grind up against the fence. Sneaks in on left hand.
Oh.
And there he goes with another takedown, and the crowd is losing it. Now we're going to find out what Franz Malambo has on the ground. I know you've seen him fight before. He likes to keep it on the feet. This is not a good place for him.
And these Filipino fans are going crazy right now. So far, Steven Loman's throwing nice elbows. You know, he's stuck in half guard, but so far, doing nice ground and pound, picking his shots wisely. And so far, Franz is not answering. He's just trying to hold him down so the ref can stand up the fight.
Mihai Milinovic watching very closely. As there we go, he scrambles. Franz Malambo is back up. Just a stacked 135 bantamweight is Steven Loman.
Steven throws a beautiful left hook and lands.
And now Franz Malambo just picking his shots.
Franz is just waiting for that counter.
Oh, that one cut.
And it dazed him as we saw the little wobble with the leg there.
A little wobble by Franz Malambo. The quick feet of Steven Loman.
It was just a foot, but man, that still hurts. Franz needs to keep his hands up and just keep on using his jab to keep Steven away.
Not really sticking that jab out there. He has such a reach advantage, but he's not willing to use it. Now coming in and hunting is Malambo.
Right now, this is anyone's round. They've both dazed each other.
Oh! Big shot! He's chasing him. He wants to finish.
Nice little juke move by Steven Loman. Took another shot. And again, he
took
feels
a
the
heck
power.
of a shot.
And busted up nose now.
I think that nose is donezo. That nose is leaking, took huge damage.
That nose is definitely broken.
Oh, without a doubt.
Look at the curve on the top, the bridge of the nose.
It's got a little.
Steven Loman, a warrior, wants to come back at it. His nose is still bleeding, but again, he still wants to push forward.
And we know he does have that equalizer in the legs. He hit that big head kick that wobbled Malambo, so he always has that in his back pocket. We'll see if he tries to use it once again. And he's also got the advantage with the wrestling and the takedowns as we saw from round number 1.
Franz needs to open up and start using his jab and could even bust a nose and finish the fight.
Oh, very, very well could stop the fight if he could land a nice flush shot on that nose again.
Stephen Loman's doing a real nice job picking the leg kicks. Again, Franz Malambo just wants to box, so he's not interested in shin blocking. He just wants to throw his hands and counter.
Franz Malambo looking for his shots. A little bit more hesitant. But when he attacks, man, you talk about some accurate punching from Franz Malambo.
And Franz hasn't thrown that many punches, but most of his punches have landed. And they've all been power shots.
Ooh, Stephen Loman throwing the big haymaker.
Beautiful leg kicks.
Once again, here goes Malambo on the attack. Stephen Loman ducks out of the way. He's done a great job of evading. And here comes the takedown attempt. Can he finish it?
Switching for the double.
Big one. Big takedown by Stephen Loman.
And that is beautiful chain wrestling that you see. If he can't get the dump, he switches the other side and does a blast double, picks him straight up and takes him straight down. The guillotine is not tight right now. It's all the way in, but Franz can't arch. And I believe they're going to check for blood right now because he is just pouring.
Yeah, he is absolutely gushing blood from the nose to Stephen Loman. And, of course, our medical staff will see if he can continue. You know, you hate to see a fight stopped, especially a very competitive fight like this, but you also got to look out for the safety of the fighters. And if that blood's just coming out way too quickly, then that could be a big-time problem.
Either or, this kid's a warrior, and he's pushing the pace. Against the longer fighter, he is definitely trying his best to give it all.
You got to believe that Sheikh Khalid is loving this competitive fight. Now, Khalid has actually done the job before. He's actually competed. He trains and puts in that time at KHK MMA, and he's even willing to get inside that cage and bang if he has to.
Yeah. Awesome thing is they're going to go right back in the position they left off in.
And they're right back to it. Now you gotta, where is the guillotine positioning here after the stop?
Franz Malambo's trying to connect his hands, but he's not locking his guard right now. He's just extending his opponent's legs to keep him from coming up.
And all he's gonna do is wear out his arms by trying to pull on that if it's not really secure and underneath the chin. With that arm in, it's really, really tough to put somebody to sleep and to get a stoppage.
Franz right now is just waiting for the opening to finally sink in the choke and arch. But right now, he's just relaxing. Hopefully, he's not squeezing too hard. Like you said, it's going to tire out his arms.
Really,
and there's going to be his boxing.
No, you're right. It really, really wear out those arms. And that is not a spot you want to be in. And Franz Malambo really needs to work on trying to get back to his feet. That's where he's been more effective. And if he's going to finish the fight, that's how it's going to be.
Out of the guillotine position, Stephen Loman now trying to land his ground and pound, throwing beautiful elbows, and he's changing, going from hammer fist to hooks to elbows, and he's mixing it up. Keeping his head down, and he's just throwing away. And it keeps Franz Malambo at the defensive.
Just scooting around that mat that is just blood-soaked is Malambo. What a warrior in Stephen Loman, not giving up.
Right now, he transitions to half guard, and it's awesome. Stephen Loman's just throwing his shots, picking them wisely, and we'll see if he's going to transition to a full side mount.
You got to wonder at what point does Malambo try to get out of here, try to wiggle out and scramble, and here we go. He's going to try, but he might give up a choke.
It's definitely an awkward position, but Stephen tried to take his back right there and landed a nice flush knee to finish the combination.
Well, he almost got in a really, really bad situation, did Franz Malambo, but he does get to his feet. Again, this is where Malambo has been dominating.
Stephen Loman needs to close the gap again and try to clinch where he's been very successful.
Unintentional low blow. Franz Malambo will go to his neutral corner.
You know, and again, accidents happen. people move. You intended to high in the leg, but people move and it runs right into it. But again, all accidental, definitely not on purpose, but it happens in the sport.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And what a fight this has been. In contrast to the last fight where we didn't see a whole lot of engaging, a whole lot of interaction by both fighters. Both these guys are really going after it. They're trying to finish. They're trying to land the big shots. That's what you want to see.
And this is such an exciting fight. These guys are pushing the pace, going back and forth. And seriously, it's not a one-way fight.
No, not at all. Stephen Loman's very much in this fight. We remember seeing the leg power, the big head kick that he landed on Malambo before. If he can go back to that, that could be a key to victory. Also bringing the fight to the ground. Franz Malambo, obviously, the counterpunching has been spot on.
You see Franz is keeping his hands up a little higher because he just doesn't know what's going to happen with Steven. Steven's moving side to side beautifully right now. Just trying to finish the round and move away.
Big shot. And there goes Loman back on his bicycle, just trying to get away.
What an amazing round.
Very entertaining round. Talk about that nose of Stephen Loman. We got one round left. Sheikh Khalid watching on bravefights.com. We thank you for joining us on our inaugural event, this international display. 13 different countries being represented, and right now you'll take a look.
Look, he goes for the dump. Malambo. He doesn't get it. Transition, so a beautiful double. Lifts, slams him straight to the ground. Landing nice, beautiful ground and pound, picking his shots. But Franz is trying to push the pace and land his strikes.
Interesting round number 2. You got to wonder where the judges are on this one. Franz Malambo, I think, clearly takes round number 1, but round 2 could be up in the air when you take into account the takedown, the ground and pound. Stephen Loman may have stolen the round in the eyes of some of the judges. So that makes round number 3 very, very important. Malambo cannot rest on his laurels. He can't lay back. He's going to have to go out and have a dominant round to ensure that he gets victory.
Yeah, I could definitely see the judges having this 1-1 right now. But Stephen Loman, being a warrior, again, blood can change a fight, and they can stop it at any time. So he needs to push the pace because you never know what's going to happen.
And here we go. 2 warriors battling under the Brave banner. Third and final round in this bantamweight matchup. Stephen Loman,
beautiful
the
jab.
Filipino fighter, trying to take on the South African fighter, now fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Franz Malambo. Oh, big body kick, and the crowd loves it. There's that right hand by Malambo. He answers.
Franz is relying too much on his power right hand. He should keep on throwing the jab and see where it goes. And a beautiful takedown.
Explosive takedown by Stephen Loman.
Went for the single. Franz put his head down and defend. Stephen reached up and flipped him over.
This could be big for Stephen Loman. Can Franz Malambo scramble once again and bring this thing back to the feet?
And it's beautiful. Stephen Loman is showing his Sanshao roots, which I'm a Sanshao fighter. I freaking love this.
Once again, he is smothering right now in half guard, immobilizing Franz Malambo. We saw Malambo get out of this situation before, but he left himself open to a choke. Definitely not a mistake you want to make again. You got to be careful. And look at the blood on the body of Franz Malambo. Are you kidding me? He is drenched in the blood of Stephen Loman.
But you see, Franz Malambo is just trying to survive right now. He needs to work his way back up, whether it's to fake an armbar attempt or a triangle attempt, get his opponent defensive, and then try to escape.
You know, with that much blood loss, with him leaking that much, you got to wonder if the referee won't stop it again. And here comes Malambo. He's going to try to get out right now. He's going to try to scramble. Can he get to his feet?
Is he going to step over the leg to get into half guard? Franz Malambo's trying to do an elevator and end up landing in full mount, but so far, Steven's playing it well. He's got a good base. He transitions to half guard. And let's see if he can land a few strikes.
You see the corner of
and he
Loman
takes Franz's back.
That's
He
bad.
gets the choke.
That's
It's
tight.
in deep.
He flattened him out. Referee's watching.
Franz is stuck in that position right now.
Is he gonna tap?
It's under the neck, but so far Steven's not arching. He doesn't have his hands locked. And
Wow.
Franz Malambo is just playing defense.
Oh, that's deep.
Now he has it locked.
That's trouble.
It's
That's
behind the
gonna be
head.
over.
What Steven needs to do is arch. He's using just
And there
arch
it
right
goes. Can he get the tap? He flattens him out. Franz Malambo somehow surviving. Are you kidding me?
Takes his back. Is he going to try to stand up?
Will it be third time as a charm?
What Franz needs to do is grab Stephen Loman's head and pull him over. But Stephen Loman's doing a great job by keeping both arms under the shoulders and staying in place.
These warriors, look at all the blood. The carnage. Stephen Loman trying to finish this fight. Franz Malambo is to his feet.
See, Franz right now is trying to reach for his head. And he's going to try his best to pull him down. And so far it's working. Stephen Loman's falling over. Stephen might be in trouble here. Oh.
The corner, Franz Malambo telling him to shake
recovers.
him up. And he does. And here we go. He's going to have to separate.
He needs to separate and use his boxing.
And he's back up against the fence against a guy that has had his number all night long on the takedown.
But right now, those mats are extremely slippery because of all the blood, and there you go. Another beautiful dump.
You talk about a comeback story. Stephen Loman looked like he may have been in big-time trouble in round number 1, and now look where he's at. Although he is leaking blood everywhere, he is taking control of this fight.
You definitely aren't kidding about leaking blood everywhere.
Oh, my goodness. It looks like a kid's been finger painting in there is what it looks like. It looks like my daughter got in there with some red paint. But that is bodily fluid, folks. That is blood. Intense, intense fight with 20 seconds left in the round.
Stephen Loman's doing a beautiful job, again, picking his shots, not rushing everything. He knows he's winning the round. And again, if he wins this round, he could win the fight. And the crowd's just going crazy.
Whoa.
That was an amazing fight. And that's only the second fight on this card.
Stephen Loman thinks he has a victory, but it's going to be close. Round 2 is going to make a huge difference. Who won round number 2? In your expert opinion, who do you think gets the win here?
We go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a unanimous decision. And your winner, out of the blue corner from Baguio City, the Philippines, Stephen Loman!
Just want to say I called it.
All right. I'm standing by here with Stephen Loman, your winner tonight. Absolutely incredible showing. You leaked so much blood. I don't know how you're standing right now. You have to feel a little bit woozy. You painted this whole canvas. Congratulations on the fight. How are you feeling right now?
First of all, I want to thank the Lord because He gave me the strength tonight. And I want to take the support of the Filipino people here in Bahrain. Thank you. And all of the fans out here. Thank you very much to all my coaches, teammates, friends, and Kabaksik Laya class. Thank you. And to all who are watching. And thank you for the Brave for inviting me and have the opportunity to fight here.
Well, listen, he had so much power, and it seemed like he had big-time power in his fist, and it looked like in round number 1, you might have been out of it. Talk about that will to continue, that warrior spirit that took you to the end of the fight.
Of course, my game plus is, his advantage is the reach. And I got my plan to take him down on the ground and do all my skills on the ground.
Well, you made an incredible impression. Congratulations, my friend. Give it up, guys, for Stephen Loman.